Mic test. This time it is about how to use the F5 Tiger.
Hi, Igor.
Every player in this game
Thank you for the
knows
visit.
F5 Tiger, but I have seen that most people just ignore it. Actually, this jet is a good jet to practice and improve your performance in my opinion. If you get strong with this jet, you would be strong with most of jets. Of course, you will have better jets later, but I believe it is better to practice basic skills with Tiger. Before we start, let's check the specs first. The points I want to emphasize here are: number 1, agility and durability; number 2, missiles and the special ability; number 3, cannon. It's clear that the Tiger has the worst durability. You get killed by one long-range missile from interceptors. However, it has the top level agility, 39 degrees, as the same as the Falcon, Typhoon, Raptor, and Falcon.
It would be
We
funny
have
if
seen
the
this type
pilot
of
was
spec
giving the
in many other
thumbs up.
games, and it's not a tanker, fighter,
You know,
or
actually,
sniper,
the
but an assassin.
they do that.
That means you should
Did you
play
see
your
it?
role as an assassin.
If you stay long enough
Don't
at the
fight face to
lobby,
face as much as you can.
sometimes they
Dodge enemy attacks with your agility. Kill the enemy quickly, then run away. Actually, these are basic
send you
movements
thumb
for
up
the most
again.
of jets in Metalstorm. Keep in mind. You can play tanker or sniper later, but this assassin movement is the basic of this game, like some basic fighter roles of other RPG games. Missiles. These are the standard type of standard missiles. Or short-range infrared with 2.8 kilometers range. If you have watched my tips about overshooting
That
missiles,
image,
I don't
maybe I
think
should
I
capture
need
it
to
then.
teach you that much. Don't waste missiles and flares though, because Tiger has not that many of them. That means you should rely on covering by terrain and cannons a lot.
Kill switch. Something like his friend is from Nemesis 2. That's why I can't see him. Oops. And was a little bit danger. Are you on a F-35? Then I guess your first stealth. Enjoy it. intentionally took some time for the enemy stay here. I would leave it for a while to, yeah, to make the enemies invade us.
If your trophy goes up, most of the enemy players, even all the bots, will dodge the first missile with the flare. I usually shot 2 and hit 1 and finish with my cannon. And the special ability is the barrage fire. I have seen so many people just waste missiles. First, don't use it to enemies moving side to side from you. This means enemies evading from missiles or cannons, and you are following the enemy. If you have watched my tips for flares, you would understand better. Let's assume the rocket lead is the direction for your missile. When you're at the side, or upside, or downside of the enemy, your barrage fire is just the worst skill to waste your missiles. You need to aim a lot further in front of the enemy, as much as you should give up your cannon shooting, which is impossible or not efficient in my opinion, so forget about this side case. Two cases you can use this skill is first, when you cut the enemy tail, especially to kill attackers quickly. You can use it to kill multiple enemies if you catch their tails, or your wingman is in danger, but I usually don't recommend to use this against light fighter, which you can finish with one missile and cannons. Also, enemy can use just one flare to dodge multiple missiles, so you should care for that. The second case, more likely the case you should use the ability, would be face-to-face situation. I told you to avoid face-to-face situation as much as you can, but sometimes you just have the situation. If you're enemy and you are approaching to each other, it would be difficult for the enemy to evade your barrage fire. You don't have enough time to lock multiple missiles, so this ability can help. Also, you don't have enough time to waste your missiles that much, so you don't have to worry about it too. Number 3, cannons. The damage is really low, only Fishbat has the weaker damage other than internal cannon of Skyhawk. Actually, the ideal range and reticle range are at the top level. Only JA-37 Vegan is exceptional with its range.
Just bots. Number 4 is coming first. Sloppy. Really sloppy. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't like Floga that much with this low turn rate. Anyway, I gotta do something. Sorry for my viewers. Mm, I was really naive, underestimating, or yeah, I need to play a little bit more, a little bit better with some focus. Mm, yeah, not that good play.
So a half of the other jets have shorter range than the Tiger, and another half has the same range. Also, the overheat time, 8.3 seconds, is the top level too. Only the Eagle, Fullback, Thunderbolt have a longer overheat time than the Tiger, and only the Fullback is the precision type there. So the conclusion here is you should start your cannon with enough distance and shoot your cannon for a long time. So the key points from the specs are the agility and the cannon. Let's watch some videos. Good, good. My friends, number one, two, you're turning around well. Um, I missed. I almost missed. I'm not sure how much you can see from this, so let me explain. Oh, actual players. Two Rogers 2. Egan and Vlogger. Egan will be really fast to grind our bots, so this is not easy.
as I expected. Our bots like get killed really quickly. Yep. Vegan and Frogger together too fast to grind the bots. 544.
First, you can see me on the radar. I don't stay at the front, but one or two steps behind of my friends. When you're in the Tiger, most of the case, your wingmen are better for the front line.
Good, good.
And
My
like I
friends
explained
number one,
before,
two, you're turning around well.
use the terrain to cover you from a missile. I didn't even use flare.
I missed.
And spot the enemy on the radar and focus on accurate cannons here. And also spot
Almost
the
missed.
Tomcat on the radar, which is moving side to side. I didn't use barrage fire, but one missile, because it has some durability though. And before I finish it, I recognize the vegan is coming to me face to face. So I activated my skill and used the flare and switched my target. And the second video. Also not at the front. More likely cover the back of my wingman. And don't waste missiles with this skill because the enemy has a half HP already. One Tomcat and also one Deegan. Not that good location. Too much. Everybody is too aggressive. It's not a good place to stay. Not recommendable. Just don't cross, please. You can see me killing the Tomcat without a missile, but the cannons for a long time from its side. And I check the radar and follow intruder to save my wingman, but I failed too. And I used one missile. And after it's killed, I turned around immediately as soon as possible because I found out I'm the first one at the front line. Finish here too, and use the terrain and the agility to cover and lure some enemy jets too. Use the agility and the terrain like this. And I catch the side of the Tomcat again, especially when it's fixated to other target. And same thing for the Tiger. Actually, I think I could have gone to Intruder too, but that was just my decision for the Tiger. And this was, I was too greedy to do this, but still change targets and use the cannons. And also, as soon as I finished and realized that I'm the first at the front line, so I told my wingman to hold back and stay our side. Let's see how he moves. There's no way we can beat vegan to crush bots. No more. About too much.
Actually, I don't like this side that much. I guess I just have to help. Try to turn around and hide and cover. So my approach for the tiger is first, shoot cannon for a long time and catch tails or sides. This sounds like some cliche, but I wanna emphasize that this is more important for the tiger than other jets. No face to face, but side or tail. Shoot with enough distance and long time. That doesn't mean you should keep the distance. The closer is better for the better damage. And second, use the good agility for better cannon aiming and cover. Third, for assassination, work with your wingman, but not the front line. The best way would be first hiding from the enemy radar, and second, sudden pop up and kill. Third, run away and hide again. I hope my tips helped you some. And if you have any questions, you can ask me on my. This time is how to shoot cannons better. First part. Number 1. Know your cannon types and specs. Let's see. Horse players. 3 versions 3. 1 Tomcat and 2 light fighters. We have Artwork and Raptor, so long range should be fine. We gotta focus on close combat. And no attackers from both sides. Also important point. Number 4 is coming to here. It's too close combat for stealth. Again, number 2 is too front alone. I thought I would get hit once and I would go to heal, but somehow maybe manual guided missiles and guide was lost. I thought I couldn't evade it.
I believe I have earned enough time. Okay, some missiles, please. Missiles. Why did I have so difficult a time? Hmm, I don't know. There are a lot of information, but focus on these two first. The first thing is reticle range, usually around 1 kilometer, 0.6 or 7 miles. Check your target distance and shoot a little bit earlier, like 0.1 kilometer or miles before. Quick match, which means actual people. Hi Josh, thank you for stopping by. I don't like this conclusion that much. F1, aardvark. Also, I noticed that Tomcat pilot fixated easily to target. Oh yeah, Josh, of course. Thank you for the visit. Even it's for like minutes or I always welcome you and appreciate your visit. Yeah, disruptive. F111. Somebody should deal with it. More likely my raptor. There will be a long range from artwork somewhere. I hope number 3 would listen to me to defend. Of course not. That was dangerous. Only 34 left. Now my Tomcat is what is doing? I don't understand this. I send a minute. No clue how you fly the F-18 level 20. Yeah, not that good. I already lost a lot, especially my trophies. Yeah, especially head-to-head or face-to-face situation, you don't have enough time for overheat. I would start shooting like 0.3 km or miles earlier. Even not head-to-head situation, you can deliver damages to the enemy out of theoretical range. And actually it helps quick aiming in advance when you reach to the range. So unless you expect enough time for overheat, shoot a little bit earlier, but not too early because you get overheat. The second thing is precision or assault type. If you click the information eye icon, you can read about those two types, precision and assault. If you just started this game, most of your jets have precision type. Also, you can see long explanation, but the key point here is just spin up time. Spin up time is usually 1.2 or 3 seconds. So when you use assault type, you should start your cannon about a second earlier than precision type. But you can't remember all the jet specs. Another tip here is you can see the different reticles on your in-game screen. You can see plus shape or circle shape based on your cannon type. If these stories are too much for you, at least remember that you should start shooting your circle-shaped cannon 1 second earlier than your plus-shaped cannon. Number 2. Align centers of your reticle and the target. If you use cannon assist and shoot cannon, you would have screens like this. But in this situation, you are losing some damage to the target. The ideal status would be like this. Centers of your reticle and the target are aligned. To make this, you should compensate, like microcontrol. But this is difficult, and most of the times you would move too much and pass the center. Then you should compensate the other way again. Still, it's better to move a little bit than just staying at the border of the target. Even the movement is round trip between left and right or up and down. But still, your reticle should stay in the target. So you need some practice for this.
Number three, I will talk about this number three later because it'll be a little bit long. This time is how to evade missiles. Number one, check direction and timing. You should be aware of your situation by the radar. Number two, use flare 2 seconds before the impact. Number three, change your direction. Ideal time for number two can be 1.5 seconds because the flare gives you 1.5 seconds, but the missiles can't follow you. But a little bit earlier is the better than the later, because if you maneuver enough for 1.5 seconds, the missile can't follow you for remain 0.5 seconds. But if you use flare too late, you can't change your direction and location enough to evade. And if you use flare too early, then the missile can still follow you.
Let's see. Just not. Then Josh will crush all of them. So honestly speaking, not much to do. So fast. Falcon is so fast, Jack. I'm dead. Yeah, Hornet is not that good jet. Is it? Fast flare? That's really quick. Launching again? Number three would be my turn.
With enough time after the flare. Let's see a video first. This is an easy case.
when the missile comes from your ahead or behind. You can wait for the right timing and use flare, then change direction, as the principles I told. Here, check direction and timing from the radar in the main screen. And for number 2, I use flare 2 seconds before the mature players from Korea. 2 Mirage 3, 1 Vegan. They will be really fast to grind our bots. We have one F1 too. Enemy vegan is here. Missed. Switched my manual guided missile quickly. Like a new player, stop shooting at me. Mean boys, mean guys. Not boys anymore. Yeah. I'm dragging the enemies to our side. I got hit once, not good. I dragged enemies enough to our side. Impact. This screen may be right after I used flare actually. I'm not sure about the button timing here. And for number 3, change your direction. I already changed my direction to the bottom and I'm already going down, and you can see the flare I already used. And it's better to roll in advance because you can change your direction for the maximum with the upside of your jet.
You can see my jet is already upside down to nosedive here. And the timing can be different. We can't count exact 1 second without timer, but I rely on the beeping sound a lot to figure out the timing. So if I play this video again, you can focus on the beeping sound. And also you should be able to see the incoming missiles on the radar. The ideal timing would be after the missile is on your radar. Like this, you can see the missile icon a little bit ahead of number 2 enemy jet. So the ideal timing would be after the missile is on your radar and before the missile is at the middle between you and the radar border. Let's see this video again and another video too. So check the situation first and use flare and change direction. And this is the actual people. 2 versus 2. I can't. Super saver. So 3 parts for each side. That means there's some matter of luck. Also, I rely on Josh a lot. Attacker is so important, and he's a good pilot. Good move. I messed up. I shouldn't. Yeah. I shouldn't have tried that ammo. I'm gonna cover my plane's back as much as I can. Yeah. Here first. Is there somebody chasing Josh? I guess.
got hit to just heal and save my last flare. Josh is already. Don't bully them too much, Josh. Second one. This is more difficult than the previous one because the missile is coming from the side. And it's the same difficulty from the above or below, based on your roll actually. When a missile is coming to your head or tail, you can change any direction as you want, like the first case. But when it's coming from your left or right, or yeah, left or right, then your direction to left or right is not that good. Up or down is better. On the other hand, if the missile is coming from above or below, up and down moving is not that good. Left or right would be better. I will show you. Because when the missile is coming in front of you, you can change the direction wherever you want. Right, left, upside, or downside. If you just use your flare at the right timing and change your direction wherever, then you should be able to evade. But the missile is coming from your side, then actually turning left to or right are not that good. Because bad movement here actually gives some easier angle for the missile. The missile here doesn't need to change its direction that much if you take the bad movements. In this case, if you turn left or right, then actually your movement makes the angle narrower, which is good for the missile. You can imagine the situation that as you look at your jet from the missile's view. If I have enough time here, I would rather change my direction in advance to set the missile to my head or tail rather than my size. But the best way to evade the missiles is not a flare, but but yeah, should be easy. So in this case, Fulcrum should cover Alpha Charlie, and BR3 should cover Bravo and camp there. Bar2 is coming. Time to reload. Unless number 4 is coming to Bravo. It's coming, of course. I can't take a break. Just endless. Hey, it's mine. It's mine. Actually, that is not that important about the phones. It's just the competition with stupid bots. Just like a match in a piece. Not much to do. Covering with terrains like this. I intentionally go up a little to make the enemy Tomcat some annoying bots
shoot missiles to me.
Yeah. This should be my last match because it's lunch time for
and
me.
there are 2 missiles coming, and I just negate them without flare or anything. Just I made the Tomcat waste each missile.
Thank you, Josh. Playing together
This
and
is the
carried
best
me.
way to evade missiles. And also
And
here.
also visit and watching.
There are Vegan and Mirage 3 behind me. And Mirage 3 shot missiles to me, but I just covered with the terrain without flare. Because if you use your flare, then you have some cooldown time that you can't use missile again.
And throw. Oh, people with far quad. Dystopia. Okay, at least last interesting match, I hope. Get FQ. Get fat quad. Yeah, he's running here. He changed his graphic a bit from the one I sent you before. Yeah, I try. Mm, it was a little bit annoying around the Bravo. Okay, Bravo is settled so far. And Skyhawk is coming. The other day I was by myself as fourth quad and three dystopia guys, they went after me over and over. I was in F11 fighting them off and lost the games, but it was kind of fun. If you had fun, then should be fine, I guess. I don't know what kind of hunting are they talking about, but thank you, Josh. Add me as always. FQ picks different players or squads to hunt. Yeah, I don't know what he wants or what they are doing actually. I don't understand people hunting other players, not just friend or something. Thank you, Josh. GG's. I guess he has been doing it for a while, but the DOD got leaked to us, which is how that hunting graphic got sent out. Yeah, I don't know. Even it's like internal or external, just private, public, like hunt some player or squad intentionally. I don't know. I really don't like those behaviors. Anyway, let's not talk about that negative things. Thank you, Igor. Thank you, Josh, and also other viewers. Thank you for visit and watching. I think I'll be back later today with Metalstorm once again. I'm not sure though. Maybe with other games today. It has been a while since I played other games like other than Metalstorm. So maybe in China I will be back. Yeah, everybody. Thank you for watching. See ya. Do I have anybody to wait actually? I'll just check. I always forget about that. Choice Rhymer 3P. Who is this? I may try. OP is a good pilot player and streamer. Anyway, World of Warship. I try to the same category, but it's fine. Then eBay too. Yeah, that's risky to wait somebody I don't know. Everybody, thank you and see ya.